Good morning. Today's episode of Mindfulness Moments is going to be about healing wrong perceptions. All the energies of fear, anger, hatred, distrust, they come from our perceptions. And the Buddha has been quoted to say 98% of our perceptions are incorrect. And our attachments to those incorrect perceptions are what causes us suffering. So what's the way out of suffering? The way out of suffering is loving speech, deep, deep listening, mindful listening, mindful speech. In Buddhism, we talk about conventional truth and we talk about ultimate truth, and they don't really line up, they don't align. Sometimes we can't rationally figure out the ultimate truth, but intuitively we feel it. We know that there's something there. We know that there's something deeper. So wrong perceptions. We humans, we need to interact with other humans. We never really know what's going on inside of another. We can only know what's going on inside of us. And that's why we do this mindfulness practice. Because as we go deep into ourselves and we remove these veils of delusions and misperceptions and attachments, we can understand ourselves more deeply. And this takes deep listening within our own heart and our own mind. We have to look at our heart and our mind with compassion. I've spoke before about the searchlight. My friend talked about the searchlight wanting to find problems, wanting to cling to excuses, to reasons. What does that serve us? What does that serve us? Does that give us a cross to bear? Does that give us a sense of an unworthiness that makes you feel somehow worthy? And logically, it makes no sense. Logically, it makes no sense to keep crawling under the rock, causing yourself more suffering, to only see the darkness, to only see the filth, only see the dirt. You know, in Buddhism, if you look at the paintings, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas are often always on a lotus flower. And there's a chant. The English translation, one of the English translations is, "May we exist in muddy water with purity like a lotus." That lotus grows out of dirty, murky, muddy water and blooms into this beautiful flower, beautiful petals, beautiful colors. It doesn't give up. It doesn't say, woe is me, my life is over. Those are the wrong perceptions. Those are the clingings to the suffering. Imagine that. Imagine if 98% of what we think is wrong. So that person's looking at me in a certain way. They might not even be looking at me at all. They may just be looking up from their cell phone. If you can think and you can go deep and you can see that you have suffering, that you have these clingings, you have these attachments, you have these neuroses that we all have, I have them. And we can be compassionate for ourselves and we can work through those and we can find humor in them and we can peel back the layers of the onion. Imagine how much more deeply we can relate with others. When they come to us, when they see and feel in us the compassionate heart that we have through our mindfulness practice, through our loving speech, and they talk to us and we listen with deep, deep mindful listening, we're already relieving a good part of the suffering because we're allowing them to express. We're allowing them the space, the loving space to go deep and to share. And when we respect that space, we are a true friend, we're a true healer, a true bodhisattva. We're not gathering the information to use it against them. That's what one of their fears is. Their fear of opening up is that we're going to use the information or someone else is going to use the information to slander them. And then that just keeps them in a world of suffering, in a world of fear, in a world where love doesn't exist, where the definition of love is unknown. So this week, let us look into different ways to healing these wrong perceptions. Let us walk in mindfulness, caressing the earth, following the breath. Let us wash our dishes in mindfulness. Set the intention this week and let it ripple out into your whole life of listening with deep compassion, of letting go of your perceptions and your attachments. I'm not sure who said it. It may have been Alan Cohen. I know he quoted it. Let go and let God. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing. It really helps the channel grow.